How you guys and girls doing today? It's the Finance Man, and welcome back to the channel here where we talk about everything from real estate to crypto to stocks, you name it. In this video, we are talking about some Time Wonderland, and we've got an amazing update, some very good news coming in here. But before we get into that, y'all, if you enjoy this kind of content, please make sure to hit those buttons down below, like that like and that sub button, so that way this content can get out to more people who need to see it. Please hit those buttons, y'all, because I noticed the other day that 93% of y'all that watch my videos are not subscribed, while only 7% are. So if you hit that button, I really appreciate it. It'll really help out the channel if you enjoy these kind of videos. You won't miss a single video when you hit that button. And to 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away one BNB. So I appreciate those who hit those buttons, y'all. With that being said, though, let's get right into it. All right, y'all. So let's take a look here. So as we can see, we've got Time Wonderland, and what we're going to do, of course, we're going to go over everything we normally go over. So we're going to go over the website. We're going to hop on over and check out the price, and then we're going to go over to Twitter. And I've even got a nice little PNG image to explain some of the good things going on. So 626,000 staked, so the treasury is looking at 846 million, and the current APY is 64,000. Like I said before, it hops from 64, to 69, 70, 80s. So 64,000 isn't too bad. And if we come over here and take a look at the dashboard, we've got something brand new. We've got Wmemo price. So y'all, the Wmemo price is 107,319, and we're going to get to what that is and why that matters in a little bit. But as you can see, the price of time actually is now going up a little bit. So it's at 2,739, which is fairly good considering that it was in the 2,625s and dipping to the 24s. So it's actually starting to go back up a little bit. Like I said, that APY is 66,000. Market cap is still in that 2 billion range, which is very good. The TVLs in that 1 billion. Backing per time is that 1,342, and the runaway days is still in the 400s, which is good, 404.4. Now let's go ahead and hop over to the charts. Okay, y'all, and here we are at the Wonderland time chart on CoinMarketCap. As we can see right here, it is up 4.75%. Seeing green in general, right, no matter what you're looking at, just gives you a big sigh of relief, right? So 4.75, we started today, or yesterday rather, at around 2,617, which isn't too bad right there. We had dipped down, like I said, to the middle of the 2,500s, and we've just been shooting up, going back and forth. We were on a dip a little bit, and now we're on an uptrend. And like I said, it's really good to see that. We're going over to the 7-day and the 1 month. You're not seeing much of a change here, but if we look at the all, right, it looks like besides when it first launched, obviously, you got to keep in mind this, we've only been out for a couple of months. I mean, you think about it, Time has only been out since September, and we are now in January, so not that long. And it looks like the lowest point we've had is around 2,200, so 2,236 and things like that. So it's looking like we're reaching that point, where we're reaching that resistance level, right, where we're going to see Time go down, and it's going to go to 25, 24, and then start shooting back up, which is very good, especially we go over here and take a look at the charts. I know this is trending, y'all, because Bitcoin has actually went down to 43K, 6.8%, and Ethereum is down 9% at 3,469. So look at all of this, 8%, 11.42%, just 8 and 9%. Like we say, y'all, when Daddy Bitcoin goes down, everything else follows it, and it's following it heavily. So that's really good to see that Time is actually being stable and even going up while everything else is going red. But with that being said, let's hop on over to Daniel's Twitter now. All right, so we've got the main man, Daniel himself. He said, well, good night. Tomorrow's a new day. 8 hours. Stay safe and get a good rest, Daniel. We know Daniel is the king over here. Summoning Circle, bears are fucked. So that's always interesting right here. He also said, forgot to mention, there's going to be an entire thread we're going to go over, but it says, forgot to mention, you can LP Wmemo/mem. It is profitable and not dilutive. And Wmemo encapsulates the rebate so you don't lose anything, and you can capture fees in the LP. Additionally, we might turn on Wmemo liquidity mining/rewards. We scroll down a little bit and we can actually see that he is releasing a new coin on Phantom, and it will start the Phantom season, so that's very good right there, and we might have to do a video on that. It says 1/4 of a million people follow me. I won't disappoint you. We can scroll down a little bit more. I believe this is just talking about Mem right here. Let's keep on going, venturing into NFTs. Let's see, excited a new tool, spell mem. Okay, here we are right here. So this is the big thread. So this is the too long didn't read. Moving towards 0 more time mints, cross-chain deployments of non-dilutive bonds with Wmemo focus on growing treasury. So here is the main thread as to why that Wmemo was added to the website. Let's take a look. It's about time to make changes, and see that time? It's about time to make changes on Wonderland to keep up with the expectations of our DAO members and all of the incredible community that has been created around our project. A thread of what is going to happen this week and how the future of this project looks like. There has been confusion about time price action, with the narrative of it's going down becoming more and more prevalent by fudsters. The Wonderland team has been working on education, but this sometimes is not enough to reach all of our community, considering how big it is. We've decided to take action to shift the focus from time to Wmemo, wonderful memories, and that's pretty cool that that's what it's called. What is the benefit of this, and what actions are we taking? So y'all, they're no longer focusing on time as much. It's going to be Wmemo. First, we have started to move liquidity away from Trader Joe into SushiSwap on Avalanche. And this new liquidity is a new pair for Wmemo/Mem. All liquidity over time will be transformed in this new pair, and the price of Wmemo will begin to be tracked as it's supposed to be. Market cap adjusted. This should make it more clear to everyone that we are investing into Wmemo and not time. And y'all, the main reason they're doing this is because Wmemo is the main thing that you want to invest in. After all, when you buy time, you're simply buying time just to stake it, and you're getting Memo or wrapped Memo. You're not really focusing on time. You just use that to get into it. You're not getting time reflections, you're getting Memo. So another advantage of this new liquidity is the fact that by adding so many time to staking, a lot of the inflation coming from the runaway distribution goes into the LP directly and into DAO holdings, resulting in less dilution for the holders and a slightly lower APY. Secondly, this new pair becomes the base layer for our cross-chain expansion into selling bonds on FTM and Arbitrum to begin with. But if you don't sell time, what kind of bonds are you selling? The idea of the project is to expand the ratio between market cap and treasury, creating more value for the token holders, so creating more value. We reduced the traditional bonds on Avalanche that are highly dilutive in favor of new bonds selling Wmemo directly from treasury without minting new ones. The rebases into the LP already generate revenue for Wonderland that are already captured by selling those and part of the runaway into Wmemo/Mem LPs, FTM, Mem, ETH on other chains. This whole new mechanic should be able to increase the amount of funds into the treasury to be reinvested and reduce inflation across the board, giving a lot more to stakers and long-term Wmemo holders. More investable money into the treasury, of course, equals more investments, equals more backing, more value, less dilution, simple, efficient, and powerful. The time has come. Now, we've actually got a picture here that the main man Seafood, the treasury manager, posted on their Discord a couple of hours ago to explain Wmemo and what you should do with it. All right, here we are, wrapped Memo FAQ. What is wrapped Memo? Because remember, you're getting Memo from the rebases and you're actually earning Memo. So you're not actually earning time. You just use that to get in. Well, what is wrapped Memo? Wrapped Memo is a token that represents the price of time plus all of its rebases. Will I get rebases with Wmemo the same way I get them with Memo? Yes. Think of Wmemo like a cookie jar. Your staked time, Memo, are the cookies inside and break up into smaller pieces every 8 hours. This is what we call a rebase. Now, here's the main part here. Why should I wrap my Memo? You're not required to wrap your Memo to continue collecting rebases. However, wrapping Memo allows it to be utilized in ways that regular Memo cannot. So with Wmemo, you can borrow Mem, stablecoin pegged to $1, against your Wmemo position using Abracadabra money. You can use Pendle to bet on the future of Wonderland's APY, which is good. Potentially avoid income tax on your rebases if you live in a jurisdiction where that applies. So that's amazing right there. And people are saying it really depends on where you live. You're going to definitely want to wrap your Memo. I personally think, remember, like I always say, it's not financial advice. You got to do your own research. You never truly know. But I would think it's a no-brainer to wrap your Memo, especially if you're in the US. Some people in the EU saying it doesn't matter because in the EU you're not really taxed on it anyway, but you definitely want to wrap your Wmemo if you're in the US. Bridge and stake Wmemo on other platforms. Can I buy/sell Wmemo directly instead of time? Yes. Using SushiSwap, you can buy and sell Wmemo Wmemo directly with Mem. One key benefit here is that Wmemo comes staked and wrapped. After you buy it, you won't need to visit the Wonderland site to take any extra steps to get your rebase rewards. And remember, this is going to be good here because instead of, like it just said, instead of having to go through all the process of buying AVAX and then going ahead and going to Trader Joe and then taking that AVAX and turning it into time and then going over to the Wonderland Times website and then staking time for Memo, that confusing process, now you can just straight up buy Wmemo and it's right there. And how can I track that my Wmemo is being rebased? You can plug in your wallet address into tools like Zapperfy or dbank.com to check your Wmemo balance and see the growth of your memo inside your cookie jar. Please note that the quantity of your Wmemo will not change after a rebase, but its value will change based on the rebase rate and the price of Memo. Then it even has a nice little picture right here of a jar. Your memories will continue getting rebases while they are wrapped. Alrighty then, y'all, and just to show you a quick example, so what we can do here is we're on the Wonderland Time website, and of course you're going to actually want to make sure that you have Memo. Right now I have wrapped Memo because I've already wrapped it, but you're going to log in to your MetaMask. You're going to see that this is a stake balance of how much Memo you have, and then all you would do is you would come up here, hit the wrap button, and then where it says Wmemo to Wmemo, you would just click max. And like I said, I don't have any Memo right now, but when I hit max, if I had Memo, it would come up. You would just simply do Wmemo and you would wrap it, and as simple as that. And if you want to reverse the process, let's just say you wanted to immediately sell, even though you can sell it in other ways. If you wanted to do it the old school way, you would just simply hit wrap again. You would hit these arrows here, and then you would hit Wmemo amount. You could hit max, and you would unwrap it, get your normal Memo back, and then you could go to Trader Joe and then sell your Memo for time for AVAX, and then get out that way. Alrighty then, y'all, and that is it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. I think that this is an amazing update. Like I've always said before, man, I'm extremely excited for time. I don't think about the price, man. I really don't. Look, never financial advice. Always do your own research, man. But like, time is not something that I'm concerned about, or Wonderland or Memo or what have you. I don't look at the price and I get scared, I know I'm going to be staking it for a very long time, a year plus, because that's when you start seeing the benefits of it anyway. No matter what you're doing, time, Memo or wrap Memo, you start seeing those benefits and that compound interest. And people are coming and going, of course. Bitcoin's going down, so you can expect the whole market to bleed and stuff like that. But with Danielle around, man, and the team moving forward with it, I really don't see. And Daniel's releasing a brand new coin. On Phantom. So I'm rambling now, but the man is like, he doesn't stop. He is a workaholic. He is a machine. And like, this is the staple. Like, this is the pinnacle. This is the one for these types of projects, man. DAOs in general are brand new, and I don't have any fear when I look at the price going back and forth. People will come and go, but those who stake in the long term, they'll make that money. But let me know down in the comments below, like I say, what y'all think, and I will catch y'all in the next video. The Finance Man is out of here.